What's good, everybody? Welcome back, to Sun and Pub's Culture.
Back.
The Thanksgiving special, episode 11, the long-awaited, highly requested, highly anticipated episode.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
Okay, I'm Sun.
And I'm Pops.
Yeah.
And we're back, bitches.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I did start to get a little nervous. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't nervous setting up and everything.
Yeah.
But like when I got it set up and I was going to the bathroom, I was prepping the what's good.
Yeah, that opening line takes a lot.
It does. The heart was racing.
Yeah.
But I'm calming down a little bit.
That's good. I'm not gonna lie, but I've been looking forward to this. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has.
People have been asking me. Like, I've been getting text messages. I don't even know where we should start. Like, do we talk about our fan base?
Okay, yes.
And just being out there in the world and people approaching me.
Your phone, Dad.
It's not my phone. It's your mother's or it's yours.
It's not
and here
mine.
we go. It's not mine.
Okay,
my ringer's off. Sorry,
bad.
everybody.
We're looking bad.
No, we're all. This is what we do. Yeah, my son just accused me of having my phone on. And it wasn't me. So there you go, folks. Nothing changes.
That is Mom's phone.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the fans.
Thank
you,
you,
fans.
Yeah,
I know you're laughing right now.
Yeah, thank you for the love.
Yeah.
And thank you for the awkward moments when, like, I'm just going to go from my point of view, but it's real easy because I run my mouth and I talk a lot of stuff. I'm actually going to probably try not to cuss as much. And about, like, I just talk crazy. I just say whatever. And Julius is like, he's the mature one, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm out in the world and somebody who, like, knows me but doesn't, like, know me, just, like, knows me. It's like, hey, Mr. Thomas, I listen to you and Julius's podcast, and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, really? Yeah, they're like, yeah, I really liked it. And I'm like, oh wow. We talk real crazy. So
yeah, that's like the worst when it's like an authority figure.
Yeah.
I just think I just have regret, like, of all the stuff not even that we might have we said, but that we might have said.
Well, I mean, I guess it's different for you because these people, They look at me like, oh, that's Julius's dad, but they look at you like, oh, that's Julius. Such a nice, upstanding young man.
and then the podcast.
And then they hear the podcast. They're like, oh.
Yeah.
But thank you, all of you who listened and approached us. And thank you. Please keep listening. It's just funny. That was unexpected to feel that way. So, yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, drink of the week.
This week's drink.
This week's drink.
I guess it's this season's drink for the Thanksgiving special. Mm-hmm. We've got something special for you.
Yeah. All right. What is it?
This is our world famous homemade apple pie moonshine. We started making this, me and Tracy, Julius's mom, my wife. Geez, babe. What, 10 years ago? That's her in the background. Probably 10 years ago. And I mean, we've messed around with the recipe, but it's funny because it was kind of my idea and she helped me with it. But lately, she's kind of just taking the reins. And this year's batch it's all her, 100%. And that's her closing a paint bucket in the background. So yeah, this year's batch is 100% her. And I got to say, I think she nailed it. So you ready, bud?
I am.
This week's drink, apple pie moonshine.
Clack. It is autumn.
Yes,
in your
is.
mouth. I've actually had this before, this season though, and I gave it to some of my friends at school.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I hyped up Mom.
Did you?
I told them she made it.
Yeah.
And they said it was really good.
Yeah.
So, props to Mom.
It's funny because, I mean, she nailed it. Like,
yeah, it's
you only taste the alcohol, but it creeps up on you. It's not like bam. You just kind of mellows you out. It's nice. It's not syrup because I've had apple pie moonshine in the past, and we've made it in the past where our ratio like sugar and cider are a little too. It's just not right, and it's still good, but it gets this syrupy consistency over time. Where I feel like this is like a drink, So I like it. I'm a fan.
I like it too.
So well done, babe.
What's in it?
You want the recipe?
Yeah.
No, this is like
Okay.
proprietary blend. Like you're gonna have to
IP.
comfort. Yeah, they're gonna have to comfort this one. He wants to give up the recipe, babe. Boy, talking crazy right now. But
I wanted to know.
I mean, I'll give it to you.
I'll tell you
All right.
later on. You know,
On
just
air.
enjoy it. We'll pass it down for generations to come. When my grandbaby show up, I'll be sipping on some apple pie. But yeah. Just for those of you who are wondering though, we use 151 Everclear. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, okay.
As opposed,
as
opposed to moonshine. And all you who are like, psh, psh, you don't even use moonshine. Well, guess what? 151 has more actual alcohol in it than moonshine. So there you go. So go ahead and shoot some moonshine, then go shoot some 151 and tell me how you feel. But that's all I'm giving you though.
Well, this is tasty.
Yes, it is.
Unlike actual moonshine.
Yeah,
And it makes me tired.
yeah, it mellows you all the way,
I pass out.
Yeah. So here we are. Can we do a recap since the last one? Can I do a quick one?
Sure. Yeah, no, you can. Because
I mean, since last we met, so, I mean, because there's some things I do want to acknowledge. Since last we met, you started your senior year.
July, end of July.
Yeah. You started your senior year.
Yep.
Had your final cross country season.
Yes.
Filmed the short film.
Mm-hmm.
Which called The Fuckwits.
Yeah. We're in the post-production stage now, which is I'm editing it. I'm the editor.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it won't be out till April.
Want to give it a little synopsis of what it's about?
It's about this guy in an indie punk rock band.
The Fuckwits.
Yes.
The F-wits.
The F-wits, as it says on the shirt.
Yeah,
marketing sake. Yeah. But so it's about this guy in this rock band, and he has a chance to sign a record label with the band, but he has to decide between that or going back to his girlfriend who's pregnant with their child. So it's about
decisions. I'm looking forward to seeing it, bud.
Yeah, the shoots went really well, and the footage looks good. So,
yeah. It was pretty wild watching you over the last few years with the filmmaking, kind of find your niche, and really like get into editing, which I think actually, I still think you're a great writer. I do. You know that. I mean, I do. But it's just pretty wild because I feel like you are kind of naturally built for editing because you have focus.
Yeah.
You can kind of like lock into it. I'm not saying I don't want you to write. I don't want you to direct because I would love that. But it was just funny watching you. Not funny, but just interesting watching you just kind of find your way into that. Because, people struggle their whole lives, trying to find what they're good at, or what they can just do.
Well, I hope I'm good at it.
I think, you've been told by people who know more than me. Yeah. So, also, in the past few months, let's see, your sister started her senior year. Shout out Buttercup, who never listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
She
never really actually?
No, she doesn't listen to it. People tell her about it when we mention her, and she gets mad because that's what Deja,
I knew that part.
That's what Deja does. But she made homecoming court.
Yes.
She didn't win, but she was already a queen, so there's that. And she got accepted in the pit. So congratulations, Buttercup.
She did.
Yeah. She got the big Cathedral of Learning Achievement Scholarship. So hard work pays off. I'm proud of both of my children. They do the damn thing.
It's weird thinking she'll be at Pitt next year.
Yeah,
being one of those.
Yeah. Well, I was telling. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, being a college student now.
Yeah.
And being, oh wow, that's gonna be my sister.
Yeah, as you're exiting.
Yeah, as I'm exiting, and I remember that mindset vividly.
Yeah.
But I was so naive.
Yeah.
Now I'm jaded.
Now you're seasoned.
Yeah.
Scruff like that.
Yeah.
I was telling your grandparents, I think it was crazy to me because I remembered your tour, and the kids look young. I mean, it was 4 years ago, and they look young. And my big thing was I remember walking through the cafeteria and like beside you, and I see girls looking. And then I realized they're not looking at me. They're looking at you. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. So, but when I took Deja 4 years later, they look like babies to me. Yeah. Like, I was like, holy smokes, like what 4 years does, because I went to Pitt, and so seeing those kids walking those streets, I was like, I was one of these knuckleheads.
Yeah,
Like,
that's another thing.
and I'm like, I couldn't have possibly looked this young and been this like, oh, I'm just gonna cut in front of this man, and I'm not gonna pay attention to traffic signs. I was like, nope, I was exactly like that. Like, I mean, at one point when our tour started, a group of kids literally got in between me and your mother and your sister, and it took me like 2 minutes to catch up to them because these kids like wouldn't move, and I'm like, I'm ready to snap out, but I'm like, this is like literally their world. They're like oblivious to the fact that there are like laws to like how like the world actually works. But so it was pretty interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
I look very young, and a lot of people do think I'm a freshman a lot of the time.
You're like, you just like, if I don't shave tomorrow, you'll be like, oh, he's a man grown. Yeah. I mean, you're blessed with a baby face.
Yeah. 20 years, I'll appreciate it.
Yeah, you will. I do. I still love telling people I'm 46. And they're like, oh. I mean, they used to say, you look 28. They don't say that anymore.
Yeah. But they just say, oh.
They're like, oh, I thought you were like 30-something. I'm like, oh, I'll take that. I appreciate that. So, yeah. But, I don't know. So, here we are. Anything else happen? In
our lives, I don't think. I can't think of anything.
They've been quiet with me, your mom. You know, she's the most consistent gym goer I know. Your mom goes to the gym like every day at like 5 a.m.
She does. Yeah, I went with her today.
Did you go?
Yeah, I did.
How was it?
It was nice.
Yeah.
We were just there for an hour.
Yeah.
But like, I was super tired after.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
But it was nice.
Yeah. I mean, I give her much respect. How about your sister? How about her fitness transformation?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, credit where credit's due.
I'm impressed.
I mean, seriously, she made a choice.
She doesn't listen to this, so I'll say it.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
And then she was like, I didn't say that shit. What? I didn't say that.
No, she's doing good.
Yeah, she is, and she's like willing to learn. I told her though, I was like, I mean, it's different. I think for guys and girls, I feel like men embrace males, I should say, embrace the idea of like using exercise to change and get the body that they want. Whereas I feel like I'm probably gonna get first controversial thing. I don't care. This isn't even controversial. This is just whatever. In my opinion, I feel like women, 12 minutes in, here we go. I feel like females, with guys, it's like, all right, so here we go. All right, so guys, wake up one day and you decide, oh, I want to lose weight, I want to gain weight, I want to be bigger, I want to be stronger, I want to be faster, whatever. And guys will take the step to do that. So you can look at a guy at 14 and he can literally change into like what he wants to be. Mm-hmm. Whereas I feel like with women, a lot of times what you see is God-given. So that girl who hits puberty early and everybody's jocking her and saying she's the hottest girl, she really is, but that's literally just a blessing. Like, that's just a blessing of genetics. Mm-hmm. So she doesn't learn how to go and build what she wants because she was just given it. So when it comes time years later, when time catches up with all of us, and now it's just, you don't just wake up and everything's perky. I think the struggle was different for them. You know what I mean? Because we went through our rough phases of how to work out and how to do what we wanted to do at 14. And here they are at 28, 29, trying to figure out, that lat pull down isn't for your arms. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just a different. So with your sister, my point is that with your sister embracing the idea of just exercising and working out to get the results that she wants at such an early age, it'll stay with her for the rest of her life. And that's why I think it's such a big deal, as opposed to, I remember your grandma would always say, I get these videos and these women are they're already in shape. Like, I want a video of like someone getting in shape. And I'm like, well, that's the hard part. And most people can't do it. Like they can do it, but they don't know how to do it. So there's all these starts and stops and starts and stops, and you never really get anywhere. But all right.
I will say, maybe we just see more guys do it because we are guys, so we look at that more.
You think?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know, man. Like, watching,
obviously there's more male
that work out. Just people that more men work out.
Yeah.
But anymore, like, you go to somewhere like Planet Fitness, the male female ratio is equal. At least I think it's at least equal. But where do you find most of the women at Planet Fitness? In the cardio section. Yeah. And they're wondering why. Are there?
I think it just dwindles down to the ratio on lifting in general.
Yeah, whereas women are like afraid of weights, which is crazy, but it's not a bad thing. That's how you get results.
Mm.
You know, that's how you change your body is with resistance. But what do I know?
I think you need a good mix.
Yeah,
But
well, I
who
mean,
am I
no,
to
I'm not saying you don't need cardio, but you know, and I know if you go and use a stepper every day, it's not gonna like you'll get skinny, but it's not gonna change you. Like if I decided I wanted to have a booty, because you know I was blessed with a flat butt, I would just go squat ridiculously and do lunges and hip thrusters and all kind of, and I'd get a butt, and people are like, "How's Matt have a butt?" And I go, "Well, I chose to get a butt, and this is what I did to get my butt." You know, so. Anyways, moving on with the recap. I think that was it, though. Your sister's transformation. Yeah. I did lose like 15 pounds. I didn't lose like the 40 I said I was going to lose. But I did lose like 15. I benched yesterday for the first time, and I checked the journal since August of 2020.
Wow.
I didn't realize it had been that long. Because remember, I started doing cardio. I started doing calisthenics.
That is a long time.
And I just was like, I think I'm going to bench today. And I looked and was like, I kept flipping back and flipping back and flipping back. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, I haven't bench pressed in a very long time.
Yeah, that is a long time.
But you know, still got it. Old man still got it.
Yeah.
So it was nice. It's nice. But I signed up for jiu-jitsu again. So that's big.
That is.
Just started. You know, only had 2 classes. Didn't get submitted my first class. Second class, though, yeah. Yeah, a couple arm bars. But anyways, moving on.
Okay, we can probably get into the news now.
Oh, jeez.
Well, this isn't really news, this first thing.
Okay.
Since whenever you may be listening to this, whether it is on Thanksgiving while you're cooking your meal, or Black Friday shopping,
yes,
or just during the holiday season.
The sweet
we know you like to take your time listening. But thank you for listening. Yeah. I just wanted to hear your thoughts on what you think is the best Thanksgiving movie.
Thanksgiving movie?
They're rare. Or what you think is a good movie to watch around that time.
Oh.
That's therefore
a
like
toughie.
A best Thanksgiving
I hope
movie.
you have an answer. Because I need to think for a second.
Okay.
I mean, you do know, like, traditionally with, like, when we would go to, like, your grandma's or, like, your uncles, and it would be, like, all the Bryants.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Uncle Greg would always bring movies.
I know.
So that was, like, the tradition. He would always have a couple movies for us to watch at some point.
But I mean, like, something, like a movie you're like, you know what?
So for
watch
Thanksgiving,
this time.
I'm really trying to think. If you'd asked me Christmas, of course, I could have gave you my
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of
just classics. I just watched the new one the other day, but for Thanksgiving, see, this is my issue. Thanksgiving doesn't get enough love.
It does.
Like, it gets like love like in the moment, like as we're experiencing it, but like out there in the world, like media, there's no Thanksgiving love. Like people right after Christmas, like,
it is a great holiday.
It is.
It's top tier.
It is. You eat. You know you're merry.
You're cozy.
Yeah, you're with your people.
Yeah. It's good.
I mean,
underappreciated.
Yeah. Got a parade that's actually worth watching.
A huge parade too. Yeah.
You know, it's a big deal. You know, I love Thanksgiving. I truly do. I'm looking forward to it. Got family coming in from out of town. You know, but as for Thanksgiving movies, I honestly can't even think of one. I really can't. Can you think of one? Give me one. Maybe it'll trigger
Thanksgiving movies.
Yeah. Just like something for like the Thanksgiving season. Like,
yes, okay. This isn't a legit Thanksgiving movie.
Okay.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yo, I saw that in the movie theater.
Oh wow.
No, I'm lying. I didn't. Wait, every time I see it, I think I saw it. I didn't see that. I saw Throw Mama from the Train.
I don't even know.
I saw Throw Mama from the Train. Sorry,
I never even heard of that.
Yeah. So wait,
he's literally going home for Thanksgiving.
Wow. Okay.
That's a legit Thanksgiving movie. There's not a lot of them.
I was like 11 when that came out. Are there any more?
Planes, Train. Oh, thanks. I honestly, I don't know. The list I made was based on like
it has happened at Thanksgiving
of fall.
Oh, okay.
Like like I consider Chicken Run.
Really?
Thanksgiving.
Really?
It's chickens, right?
We eat turkey at Thanksgiving, but
similar.
They're
species.
birds.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You're right.
Chicken Run was actually on your list.
for Thanksgiving
Oh,
movies.
wow.
Okay, the only
I
actual Thanksgiving movie was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and Charlie
Brown's
Brown's
Thanksgiving, that one everybody forgets about. Wow.
What even happens in that?
I don't know. Like, you have the Great Pumpkin, and then you have Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about Thanksgiving.
I definitely watched the Thanksgiving
I
movie.
figured that'd be dope. All Charlie
I think
Brown's
he has.
He probably had the first Friendsgiving. I bet you.
I think
that's
he
the
does
first
have
Friendsgiving.
friends, and they don't. I think the dirty kid comes or something.
Pigpen.
I forget, or maybe
Pigpen.
Sal. I don't know.
It'd be Pigpen. Pigpen would show up.
Something that I think they like stood him up or something. I don't know.
Poor Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
The kid was used and abused, man.
But the other movies I have. Now, these aren't necessarily Thanksgiving movies, but remember, it's the fall aesthetic.
The fall aesthetic.
So, like, the colors,
okay.
what they're wearing. I don't know. You can tell when you're watching, you're like, oh, yeah, this is fall.
Okay.
I put Knives Out on there.
Knives Out's the shit. Yeah. I'm a
I feel
fan.
like that would be a good movie to watch on
Yeah, it's
Thanksgiving.
definitely not a Thanksgiving movie. But you could watch it on Thanksgiving. You're
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
like,
could.
Like the end of the night or something.
I feel you on that.
And and like the whole
Yeah.
family's like, whoa, who
Well,
done it?
Yeah.
It's a whodunit movie.
See, I don't know how all you out there get down, but our Thanksgiving is long and it's big. There's a lot of people. So at some point, TV comes into play. Like, everybody's huddled around a TV. Like, remember we binge watched Stranger Things at your grandma's house?
I
took a nap, woke up, they were still watching it.
I was surprised. I was like,
we were 30 deep in that living room. People don't understand. They just don't understand.
They literally watched like half the season.
There are so many black people in the house. Windows are open, doors are open.
And it's 30 degrees outside.
It's like, oh, open a window. We are so hot right now. And at some point, we're all huddled up. And that's the part I love. That's the part I love. Like, when we're all like huddled up, just like watching something, talking crazy. It's a good time. And that one year was Stranger Things, which kind of fits for like a fall, autumn.
Yeah. I would first two
pick.
seasons fall. Because the third one takes place in summer.
Right. Did you see Taylor Swift's video?
Oh, yeah.
With the redhead from well, what? Go ahead.
I would say you can watch that in fall.
What, her video?
Yeah, they had the orange leaves and the sweaters.
Yeah, I just was surprised that girl.
Oh yeah, for Stranger Things.
Yeah, she was in it. She's like 19 now, which is crazy. Like, crazy.
That is crazy.
Because 19 looks like 12 to me. That's what's crazy. Like, I was like,
she also just looks young.
She looks young. Yeah. With
Dylan O'Brien.
And now I told Deja, I said I like him. I just do. I just wish he did more work. I like that.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know. Besides Teen Wolf and Maze Runner, I don't know what he does.
He needs to be in a Marvel movie. He does.
Oh,
he would be a good Marvel.
Well, he's 31 now.
He could be Johnny Storm. Yeah. I don't know. I just do it out there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I just do it out there. I don't know.
Doesn't have a look to me.
I don't know. But
yeah, that was a good video.
Man, Moonshine's great.
But okay. I'm just gonna say 2 more movies.
All right, go ahead.
Just 2 more.
Be great. Go ahead.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
All right, I fuck with that. Yeah.
Good movie.
Yeah.
That's really like everything about that.
Yeah.
Screams fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's not getting turkeys. He's stealing chickens.
Stealing chickens. You and these chickens. Yeah.
I just didn't even think of it.
You have like poultry dyslexia.
Yeah.
I
do. Yeah.
Is it a chicken? No, it's a turkey, but you're like, oh, same thing.
That's actually a very good movie. I recommend me watching.
That's a Wes Anderson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. George Clooney.
But you would watch and be like, man, I relate. Getting back in the game or something.
You shut up. Getting back in the game.
You would say something like that by the end.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I don't even know who you'd be hitting, like Dave and all them. Like,
yeah, the rogues.
The Saturday.
The rogues. Yeah. I keep wanting to have a rogue dinner, man. Me, Dave, Ace, Paul, Asman, Jason.
Should do that, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But last movie.
Okay.
I feel like you could watch this on the holiday. Okay. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
What? The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
On Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Because why? Break it down to me, please.
Okay. The main reason is because there's a literal scene where they're cutting the turkey.
Okay.
So I was like, boom, technically Thanksgiving.
Yeah, technically.
And then for some reason I vividly remember the last scene at the funeral. And
it was cold.
And it was cold, and the leaves are blowing, and they're orange.
He's all miserable.
Yeah. I don't know, and I like that movie.
You do? So are you looking forward to No Way Home?
Yeah.
Me too. Deja said she's gonna go with us. Well, I don't know if you're going with me, but she said she'll go when I go.
She's gonna be so confused.
Well, Andrew Garfield. That's
I know.
She wants to go.
That and
It's
Zendaya.
Like, yeah. Well, no, she said. I said you're all boozing it. She was like, I know. I was like,
Suppose we don't know. They didn't confirm.
He's in it.
Yeah, he is.
It's like the worst kept secret in Hollywood. He's in it.
Yeah, with Spider-Man No Way Home. If you, I recommend.
I have a question for you people.
I'm just okay.
Who's your Spider-Man? Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, or Tom Holland?
Yeah, that is a good question.
Yeah, I'm saying. I mean, I liked Andrew Garfield. I like Tobey Maguire. I like Tom Holland. I feel like Andrew Garfield.
All have their flaws.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield got the shaft. He probably had the worst.
Best acting.
Yes, but the worst Spider-Man movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care. And you know what I'm going to say? When Gwen dies at the end of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, that shit broke me. Like, when she falls, all spoilers for a movie that's 10 years old. When she falls and, like, he's reaching for her and then, oh, buddy. That almost redeemed the crap that movie is. Like, that scene, you know.
It is a good scene.
Yeah. And there are some other good scenes in that
It's a diamond in the rough.
Truly, madly, deeply. Toby, he could have been the GOAT until Spider-Man 3 came out. And then...
Like, looking back on those... Except Spider-Man 2. That still holds up.
Spider-Man 2 is still, like, one of the best superhero movies.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Like, I can't diss that.
Yeah.
But, like... You know, definitely heavy on the same Sam Raimi tone.
Yeah, he does what he does.
Yeah, but I love those movies.
Yeah,
I enjoy them, but
I feel like some directors are like,
they have a voice.
Yeah, and it's not always a voice I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
It's a voice I'm okay with.
Yeah,
but
yeah, if you just look back on those, you're like, oh, there's a couple things that weren't as good as I remember.
Yeah, like, oh.
Yeah.
I still remember from the very first one when he's in the apartment and he's dodging those pumpkin bombs. It just looks horrible. And it wasn't CGI. That's why it looked so bad. Because I was like, that was Toby, like, probably on cables.
Yeah, probably.
Like, on wires or whatever, just looking.
But it's also like you're through gobby. Or like the monotone one-liners.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh, God.
Yeah. I remember Dave was geeked when they cast Tobey Maguire. It was like crazy because Dave came like, you hear they cast Tobey Maguire? And this is Dave. You know, Dave's not a geek by any means. And he was like, what's up, man? Because they cast Peter Parker. They didn't cast Spider-Man. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I was like, why do you care so much? But it blew my mind that he actually cared. But
that is true.
It was true. They cast Peter Parker. It's just what you have to do.
Yeah. Like,
you know?
Great Peter Parker. Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. He said he did like yoga and stuff to work out for that movie. I was like, yeah, it showed.
Yeah. but I saw a picture recently. Yeah. They're like, it was like Toby in 2020 and like Toby now, and him walking, and you could tell he got a little slimmer. Yeah. And they're like, oh man, must have worked out a little bit.
Yeah. He's like, this is the MCU.
Yeah.
Like he was like,
I got actually do some. Like,
he was like,
some cardio.
This is MCU.
Some calisthenics.
This ain't some Sony shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. He's like, you saw what the dude did on Eternals? He had 6 lines and he got yoked.
Going back to Toby, I remember seeing a video of his stunt double back then, and like it is like that guy was fit. Like, and you can tell when they use the stunt double now, especially if you know what the stunt double looks like. And he's some black guy. Yeah. You know, and he's just fit. And I'm like, oh my god, like
you're
complete opposite from Toby.
Toby. Right. How about Toby's career kind of like plateaued once his like youthfulness like went away?
Yeah, I honestly feel like he went away himself.
You think so?
He's big into gambling.
He is. Did you watch Molly's Game?
No, but I knew he's like
that Matthew Cera or Michael Cera. Matthew Cera.
Michael
Cera character is supposed to be
him.
Toby. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they said he makes a girl bark like a seal.
Wow.
In the book, yeah. That's why I feel like, never mind. I told you my story about the group of young guys that go to Hollywood.
Well, Tobey Maguire, who would have thought?
Yeah, make someone for like $1,000 or something. Like, I'll give you $1,000 to bark like a seal right now. Like, could you imagine?
Would you do it?
No, I'd punch him in his face. I'd punch him in his face and be like 724 what?
10,000.
$10,000. Nah, just principle. Because I have to come home and tell you.
Yeah.
I have to come home and tell
Like,
you.
how'd you get the $10,000?
Yeah, there are literally been
How to
moments in my
how to bark like a
life
seal. What?
where I had to do something
For
crazy
two.
because I knew if I didn't do it, I'd have to come home and tell you. Like literally, I'm like, if I don't do this, how am I gonna look at my son?
Yeah.
So now I'm acting like an idiot.
That's good motivation.
I mean, seriously, like sometimes it's like that. Like, you know, somebody says something, and I'm like, I could let that pass, or I could, you know, act like a caveman for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, so yeah, $10,000. All right, I was at work today, and since we're talking about what you would do for money, I'm actually not going to say what the dude.
Yeah,
said.
if
I'm
you're,
not.
I know you're talking about it at work, so I know
Yeah.
it's bad.
It was so bad. For those of you who
Carpenters.
don't know, I'm a carpenter by trade.
Blue collar.
I'm a union carpenter, and all the political correctness in the world and HR stuff in the world, it really doesn't exist in my field. So people say,
You're the whistleblower, Dad. You gotta watch what you're saying.
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just saying all the outlandish things that you just can't say at work. Yeah, we just say all the time. So yeah, this kid asked the question. He's a kid. He's going to be 20 like in January.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he asked me a question today that was just like so absurd. And it was about what you would do for money, blah blah blah. But and I came back to him like 3 hours later
Yeah.
and said, well, if that's what you would do for that much, what's your minimum amount to do the same thing? And I honestly think I scared him. I think he thought I was like saying, hey, what's up?
Oh,
Like, I really
wow,
think, like, because his
Dad.
face was like, I mean, it was just a hypothetical. He said, it was just a hypothetical. And I said, well, you said, and he was like, yeah, but I mean, I didn't say, well, do it. I was just asking, like, who would? And I said, well, I'm just wondering, like, I mean, what's the like smallest amount you take to do that privately?
That's
and he
funny.
was like, so then I told this other dude, the one that's your age, that swears he's seen you out before, Devin, what up, Devin? And he was cracking up. I said, Devin, I think I scared him, yeah.
That is
I
funny.
think I scared him, yeah. I think he thought I was going to try to get him. But oh well, that's stupid questions. But yeah. So, go ahead. So more news.
Okay. Actual news. Your favorite. Speaking of Marvel, Ant-Man and the Wasp, the
What?
Quantumania, the third movie, they officially wrapped principal photography.
Really?
So they're probably doing the effects stuff and all
Oh, so
that now.
they're done shooting, basically.
Yeah, basically. Like,
Really?
yeah.
I forgot about that movie.
Me too. But I just thought I saw a graphic today because I was like, "Oh man, what am I gonna say?" I was looking up stuff. I saw it and I was like, "Oh."
Like
cool.
I didn't forget about Kang. I hope all you out here watch Loki. I didn't forget about Kang, but I totally forgot about Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh yeah, he's in that.
Yeah,
Isn't
he's the big bad in that.
Yeah.
He's the big bad in that movie.
Okay, I actually do care about that
yeah,
movie.
that movie's
then.
going to actually be important. It has to be.
Yeah. All right.
I kind of, but see, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like with Kang being introduced and Kang being the big bad in Ant-Man and Wasp, then now I feel like with the Eternals and all the Celestial stuff, that the MCU may be being pulled in two different directions already. Because remember we were talking about it last night?
Yeah, we were.
Because I don't see how Kang ties in with the Celestials at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not that I'm
I agree.
an expert,
like the space,
but I'm just saying. Yeah.
cosmic stuff. You have the cosmic stuff
Yeah.
and the time stuff. In my opinion.
Yeah, that's two different things.
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
I don't
if you combine that.
And there's only one mind in the Marvel Universe that can handle that, and that would be Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four, who has yet to be cast. So
they said
that.
I forget what year they said that movie's coming out.
I just want to stay alive.
Something far. I'm saying.
I want to stay alive to like see my grandkids and see all these Marvel movies. like that's like just saying, just saying. Oh,
but that was that. I just
Yeah.
thought you would want to know.
so you saw Eternals yesterday,
Yep.
and your thoughts?
As of November 24th or something.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Eternals. I'll say it. It doesn't deserve the hate
My man,
that it's getting. It
my
doesn't.
man right there. It's my man.
Now, is it great? No. But is it bad? Not at all. I don't understand
What'd you
why it's
tell
getting
me?
this hate.
You said it's solid.
It is a solid Marvel movie, and I was looking like at the other Marvel movies, and I put it mid.
You put it mid.
I put it mid just
Okay.
because the plot.
Real fast. What do you put right above it? What do you put below it?
So many. Okay.
No, have to be right above it. But
yeah.
say, okay, so if it's mid, what beats it?
Beats it. You gotta name me some Marvel movies.
I'm gonna say what's right below it.
Okay.
Guardians 2. Right
yes.
below
Yeah.
it.
Okay. That's
Right?
good. I was
So,
thinking that too.
yeah,
I
right
know that's a
below
hot take.
Yeah.
Because people, you say one joke and they're like, "Oh, best movie."
Best movie. James Gunn.
Yeah. Drax says something funny and they're like, "Man,
Yeah.
I'm liking this.
Yeah.
I'm liking this." Now above it.
Oh,
Because there's like a fine line of like
Black Widow.
good. No. You're saying Black Widow is better than Eternals? No,
it's not. It's better than Shang-Chi.
no, it's not. No, it's not. Black Widow is bottom tier.
No,
Black
it's not.
Widow is
Why are you
bottom
talking
tier.
crazy? He comes home, he talks reckless.
No, bottom tier Marvel movies.
Oh, no, it's not.
From
The kitchen
worst
scene alone makes
worst-
that movie better than most Marvel movies.
from worst to greatest Marvel movies. Thor 2,
Still, okay.
Incredible
yeah, right.
Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Because they're not
Black Widow. I'm gonna say Black Widow.
Oh my gosh, nah, Ant-Man and Wasp. Ant-Man and Wasp. It's better than Ant-Man and Wasp. Who was the bad guy in Ant-Man and Wasp?
Okay.
Thank you.
I am
Thank
a hater
you.
on Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, who was the bad guy? Can you even tell me?
Who's the bad guy on Black Widow?
I don't know his name.
Okay, Black Widow is better than Ant-Man and the Wasp. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll do Thor 2,
Okay.
Incredible Hulk,
Hulk.
Incredible Hulk, yeah. Incredible
There were
Hulk.
2 Hulk movies.
No, the first Hulk does not count.
It doesn't count in the MCU?
No,
Oh, it doesn't? Oh,
No.
I didn't know that. Sorry, I didn't know that.
That has never.
That is
You do know
news
that.
to me. I
You
didn't
do.
know that. I did not know that.
You think Ang Lee's Hulk with what's his face from
With
2003
Eric Bana.
was in the MCU? 2003.
It's not? It doesn't count?
Why would you think that?
I don't know.
That is the
I don't
moonshine talking.
Okay, I guess
Dad,
I
why
see
would
your
you-
point now. I see your point. Okay, moving on. I don't even consider Hulk in the MCU until you said it.
But like, it is because of Robert Downey Jr.
Fuck Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, I said it.
All right,
Go ahead. I take Moonshine. Let's go.
Thor 2, Incredible
RDJ.
Hulk. Then Ant-Man and the Wasp. I don't know. And then Black Widow. I gotta look up. There's so many Marvel
You're
movies.
really gonna say
And
Black
there's
Widow?
a lot that just I'm not gonna lie, Marvel overrated. There's a lot of mid. There's a lot of mid in
There's a lot
Marvel.
of mid. Well, I mean, it's the bell curve, bud. It's like any college class you're in, and
Yes.
it's a bell curve. Like you have your 10% get A's and 10% fail, and then everybody else is in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, how did I forget Iron Man 2?
Yes.
Thor 2,
Put
Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2,
Iron Man 3.
Ant-Man and
That's
the
an Iron.
Wasp.
That's a no Iron Man.
I mean,
Iron Man
Ant-Man
movie.
and the Wasp, then Iron Man 3.
You're working your way up.
Yes.
Okay. Because Shane Black did write that and directed. So
It was still it's still like
yeah, big up to
enjoyable.
Shane Black. He's from Pittsburgh, So
yeah. He's gonna be our next guest for the holiday.
yeah, I fuck with Shane.
The holiday special.
What up, Shane Black? Get at me.
Okay. I'm sorry for all you Marvel fans, non-Marvel fans listening right now.
And who are they, really?
Yeah.
Who are they?
But this is too long. I'm literally looking at the list of Marvel movies now. Very long to say.
It's long, because they've been
There-
killing it. For
There's
a decade.
there's not a lot that I'm like, okay, those are just like okay, not that good movies. Like 4 of them,
Which
in my
are?
opinion. Which I would say like Thor 2 is not good.
Yeah, I won't
That's-
watch that.
Yeah, same.
Like, if it came on, I'd be like, I'm good. I just
Yeah.
don't feel like watching
That's
that.
the only one I'm like, that's not good.
Yeah, I really just won't watch
Incredible
that.
Hulk.
I would watch that, though.
Yeah, same. I'm saying
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Like if it's
Yeah.
on TV, I'll put it on for
Yeah.
background noise.
It's like, DiGiorno's pizza.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't like,
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah,
I'll
you
eat
know
that.
what it is.
Yeah.
I'd say Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2. And
I'd put Iron Man 2 below Incredible Hulk. I really would, because I don't like Iron Man 2.
I'm not gonna lie, never seen it.
Well, my story with Iron Man 2. Remember, I
the
know you remember
bootleg-
bootleg
yes,
season.
Yes, I do. And that's
yeah.
why I've never seen it to this day.
There was a period in my life where I had a friend who bootlegged movies. I mean, I don't know how he did it. I don't know if it's a felony or not, but he used to just give me movies on DVD that he bootlegged. And some of them the quality was a little sketchy, and there were a series of films that I watched on bootleg that I don't like, and I kind of think it was because it was on bootleg.
That's me too.
They like Iron Man 2, watched on a bootleg, couldn't stand it. Transformers, I think 2, I was like, or 3, I was like, There's quite a few movies. You know what movie I could never watch? Chicken Little.
Oh, really?
Because it was on bootleg.
Oh.
And I was like, this movie's terrible. I've never watched Chicken Little. It is a
bad movie.
Is it bad, though?
Yeah, it's
okay.
bad.
Okay. It's not because it's on.
I liked it as a kid, but it's bad.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. I didn't go to the theater from like 2008 to 2012, probably.
No, it wasn't that long.
It was 2011.
It was probably 3 years.
I don't know. Okay, the occasional, like we'd have the occasional theater, like once a year.
But there was this. He would just hand them to me. Julius,
as a kid,
you know how many you saw? We had stacks and stacks and stacks
of
bootleg DVDs. I was just like, I can't even have the option of like going. He would just hand them to me, like, here, bro. I'd be like, okay. He'd be like, hey, I was talking about the time when Sherlock Holmes came out, and he may have sold like 50 copies that day.
That's crazy.
So listen, I get to work.
Clientele.
And he's like, yo, I got that Sherlock Holmes. And I'm like, word. So I put it in and I'm watching it for like 15 minutes and there's no Robert Downey Jr. And I'm like, huh. So like, I fast forward and I'm like, yo. And I call him upstairs. I'm like, yo. I'm like, I don't think this is the right Sherlock Holmes. And he's like, what? And I was like, yes. I was like, bro, I've been watching. He's like, man, I didn't watch him. I just download them and then I just burn them. And I was like,
that is bad.
I was like,
that's bad business.
He's like, I sold like 50 of these. I'm like, well, this is the wrong Sherlock Holmes. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good times, though.
Bootleg, yeah.
I mean, I'd be like, hey, you got any way you can get that P90X so I can like work out? And it'd be there the next day. I'd be like, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
I don't think you'd do so well today. Just
because
I was like back.
Yeah,
there's like certain sites that just made it so
easy.
Are
they even around now?
No,
like LimeWire and
they
shit.
Got them.
They got them.
LimeWire might still be around.
Kaza. Look,
there's a lot that just.
I remember the moment when I realized I could download movies. Mm-hmm. I do. It's when it was before your sister was born, and I was downloading music on Kaza.
Yeah.
Or Kazaa, whatever. But when you go on their like search thing, it had like music, photos, videos, and I always just click music and then search music. And then one day I was like, can I download movies on here? And I don't even know what I looked for. And it was like the whole world opened up. I was like, oh my gosh. and I know why my friend got so addicted to downloading and burning movies, because it was like he wanted to possess them. Like he actually wanted to have them. And I was like, they're out there forever. You don't have to like.
Yeah.
Remember I told you he had like terabytes. He had towers. He had so much storage.
When, like a terabyte was legit.
You had to carry it around. Like it wasn't like you put it in your back pocket.
It was like this hard drive.
He's like, it's 3 terabytes. I'd be like, bro, that's the size of the TV.
Yeah, but now they're as big as this.
Yeah, hold them in your hand.
So square. Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be like, hey, such and such is on YouTube, and then he downloaded it. I'm like, yo, it's on YouTube. You don't have to download it. But yeah, it was crazy. I remember, and I was the one that taught him how to download. I felt bad. It was like a can of
monster.
I did. I've done that a few times. Damn. Anyways, moving on.
All right, this is kind of similar. You're talking about music and stuff. I read today that in 2020, U.S. vinyl sales topped CD sales for the first time since 1986.
That makes my heart. 86?
Since 1986, top CD sales.
Holy.
And it's up 108% for the first 6 months of 2021.
I could actually. Sales. That makes me feel good. And it's funny you say that because I was at Target.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a display with Adele. Right?
Yeah.
So there was CDs. Then I looked down and I was like, is that an album?
Yeah,
and I was like, is that at first I thought, is that a calendar? And then I seriously I was like, is that a calendar? Then I was like, those are albums.
No, every big artist does that now.
That's so crazy. You were ahead of the curve. When did you get your record player?
I was part of the trend. I can't say I was ahead of it. Yeah, I was.
Z.
But now it's like just
every
other, like, I'm not surprised if someone has a record player. Now it's surprising if you have this like janky looking vinyl. It's like, whoa, you had to search for that.
Yeah, I think I have albums upstairs in the closet.
I wanted to ask you this.
I might have sold
What
them
was
for
your
Pump.
favorite album you ever had on vinyl that you own?
Are you ready for this? Are you ready?
It's gonna be something ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just imagining you like laying on your bed crying.
Oh yeah. Here you go. Okay. It was Prince.
Okay, I knew it.
The Scandalous Sex Suite.
Oh wait, I think I know this story.
You know, scandalous. Oh my god. Hey, all right. So, first of all, puberty, beat the shit out of me. So, my hormones kicked in, and like Prince music and puberty are like the worst possible combination ever. So I remember driving home listening to Whammo, like with your grandma, and they would have like countdowns, and I think it was like Sunday night, and the Scandalous came on. The Scandalous was actually on the Batman soundtrack. It was a slow jam, and when Batman came out, I wasn't listening to slow jams.
Yeah,
but back then, as you release an album in '87. And they were still releasing tracks in '89. You know what I mean? Like, if it was big. So, it was around Christmas.
Batman came out in '89.
'89. So okay, so boom, I'm puberty. So, but Whammo was playing this version of Scandalous that had like voiceover with Kim Basinger, and the whole rumor was at the time that Prince was actually dating her because she was Vicky Bell in the Batman movie.
Oh, okay. You said the name, I didn't know.
Yeah, she's Alex Baldwin's ex-wife. She was kind of a big deal. She was hot. Used to be a model. She won an Oscar for LA Confidential.
Oh.
When Russell Crowe says the most gangster pickup line in the history of cinema. But anyways, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Look it up yourself. But no, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really is though. But anyways, so Scandalous, voiceover with Kim Basinger, and it's like an extended mix. It's not just Prince singing. Like it's so I was like obsessed with this song. Like every time it would come on, I'd tape it. I'd stay up to tape it. And then I went to National Record Mart. Rest in peace, National Record Mart. And there it was on LP, Big as Life. And it was Prince in like this throwback, like this red zoot suit, like doing like a split with a microphone. And it said Scandalous Sex Suite. Now the song's called Scandalous.
Yeah.
But this EP was called Scandalous Sex Suite. Julius, it was 21 minutes long. All right. One song was 21 minutes long.
Oh, wow.
Because it had 3 phases. It was like the introduction, the seduction, and the climax. Because this is Prince.
That's just crazy in the 80s.
Yeah. So it was an LP. It was one side. That's all it was. And you flip it. And the only song on the other side was Prince's When Two Are in Love, which is a beautiful song because Scandalous is all sexual. When Two Are in Love is just a beautiful love song. Highly recommend it. But so that was my favorite. Like I told you the story. So I had it. I played it to death like teenagers do. I played it loud. I played it repeatedly. My parents were probably downstairs and their ears were bleeding. And Monty came over. My cousin Monty came over to stay the night. And, we're 13 days apart, so we were like Bubba and Forrest, and we're just Scandalous Sex Suite on repeat.
Yeah.
And then Aaron, his little brother, who was a year older than your Uncle Jason, stayed the night. So they're just cutting up, acting like little kids in their room. Well, we came downstairs for something, and they started fucking with my record player. And I went upstairs, and they had scratched my Scandalous Sex Suite, and I got so mad. I'm flipping out like as teenagers do.
Yeah.
I'm going. And who you think comes upstairs?
Pappy.
No, your grandma. Like your grandma mad's a rarity.
Yeah.
So she comes up like, "What's the problem?" And she's like, "Oh," and I'll never forget it. "I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah.
They scratched your Scandalous Sex Suite." And I was like, "Oh my god, why did she say it like that?" Yeah, man. So it was basically like, calm the fuck down, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, she said, "Your Scandalous Sex Suite." I was like, "Oh, mom."
Man.
So yeah, so Scandalous was my favorite LP. Well, no, it wasn't even LP. It was a single. And I've tried to buy it on Amazon, and it's like worth money. So it's like I'm like, oh.
I mean, it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
Like one song on
Yeah.
final.
21 minutes.
Yeah. That's,
Like
that's long.
the first, because the first part of it's just them talking.
Yeah.
Like she comes to his apartment, like it starts with a bing
Oh,
bong.
it's a skit.
Yeah, it's bing
Yeah.
bong as the doorbell rings. And like he's seducing her. He's like, I remember the one part he was like, come closer. It was the funny thing about Prince is that Prince had like mega bass. His voice was real deep. And he was like, come closer. And she's like, I like it here. And I was like, oh. I was like, oh, what's he going to do now? So yeah. Yeah, I mean, your Aunt Sarah can attest that puberty and Prince are just, Your kid, hey, seriously, public service announcement. Your kid goes through puberty, just keep him away from any Prince-related anything. It's just hyper, just too much.
Yeah.
I mean, Erotic City, like, have you ever heard Erotic City?
That I can tell from the name of
it's called, it's my favorite Prince song, and it's literally like, the chorus is, never mind. I know it, but I'm
if
just
it's that
it's just like, and I remember they used to play it at clubs, and I'd lose my shit, like, because it was like my jam. Yeah, but he killed. I was listening to Prince today. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
that guy was a genius, man. Do you remember the cookout when your uncle Jason and Dave got into an argument about if Prince was a genius?
No.
Yeah, it was like 2:30 in the morning. So we'd been drinking,
yeah,
and they decided to argue about Prince being a genius or not.
Who was saying what?
Jason was saying he was a genius. Dave was saying he wasn't. But Dave wasn't even really saying Prince wasn't. He was, but he was like, I get sick of people throwing that term around all the time, genius. So Dave, he had to take a stand like, fuck that.
Yeah,
no, Prince isn't a genius. It was amazing. I'm just sitting there like, and here we go. This is not going to have a good ending.
Per usual.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Usual cookout.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I watched them argue about that. Oh, I saw dudes argue about Madden one time. That was pretty funny. About Madden. About Madden. Like
I thought you said.
I was at the bar when I saw these two dudes arguing about Madden. Like it had just come out and they were like talking shit. And I thought they were going to fight. And then I was like listening, like, oh, they're talking about Madden. Like I was like, oh, they're not really fighting. They're just talking shit. But
that happens.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So, if you could have any album on vinyl, any, what would you want?
Honestly, it's not even nothing crazy. I'd like to have Bob Marley's Legend.
Oh, yeah, you can get that at Barnes and Noble right now.
Yeah, but I like to have like original.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, that album talks to my soul. You?
Good.
What are you?
I don't know actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think of an answer to that. I just thought I'd ask you.
Yeah,
there's a lot of music out there.
You fuck with Bob Marley?
Yeah. It's good.
You have Legend?
I have it on my phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
compilation.
Yeah.
So it's like a perfect album. I really believe it's a perfect album.
Took his best songs.
His best songs. He a lot of people don't know it's a compilation.
Yeah.
And he I was dating a girl in 9th grade that put me on to that. She was like, "You like reggae?" I was like, "Yeah." And knowing damn well I did. Yeah. She went to wash.
Yeah, man, I like reggae.
Yeah, man.
Never listened to reggae.
Right.
So.
Never. She went to Wash High, so I had to like fake the funk a little bit. And so I like ran to National Record Mart, and I'm looking at reggae, and I recognized Bob Marley's name, and I grabbed Legend. And I went home and I listened to it and was like, "Oh, I do like reggae."
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that's
I like
only
Bob
reggae.
Marley.
Yeah, that's
I like
only
Bob
reggae.
Marley. I mean, I danced with your grandma at my wedding to "No Woman, No Cry." Like, that's my shit. And "Could You Be Loved"?
I remember that's the first Bob Marley song I heard. Well,
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Because you played it for me.
I played it for you?
Yeah. And
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, this is good shit.
Yeah, I was like,
could you be? They said you could not leave your woman alone with Bob Marley. to the point where like the dudes, his friends weren't even mad. Cause they're like, he like can't even help it. Like if they come back, be like, Bob tried to get with you. And they'd be like, yeah, how'd you know? Like he can't help it. Like I read that and was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That dude was just like, I thought, come on now. Like, wow. This dude told me a story about going to Jamaica at work a couple months ago that had me crying. Just about the amount of weed and just how ridiculous it is there. Yeah. So yeah, I think Bob Marley Legend would be my LP. I guess. I mean, I always see that's the thing. Like, I'd be the guy who found like a genie's lamp in the desert, and he'd be like, "You got 3 wishes. What do you want?" I'd be like, "A bottle of water." You know, I'd be like, "Fuck, let's wish for a bottle of water. I got 2 wishes. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Can I get a hamburger? Fuck." And then I'd be like, "I got 1 wish left." Yeah, but yeah. Huh.
No, that's a good album. That was a good choice.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
You want to hear the Grammy nominations that just came out?
Yeah, I didn't even know they came out.
Yeah, I think they came out maybe yesterday or like the time of recording this, or today, something like that. But okay, so I'm just gonna name you like the big ones.
Okay.
First we'll start with like album of the year. Why not? Okay. So you have "We Are" by John Baptiste. I never listened to him. I'm pretty sure he did the music for Soul.
Oh,
I think that's him.
Soul was good.
Soul was very good. And then you have "Love for Sale" by Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I didn't listen to it at all. Then you have "Justice" by Justin Bieber, "Planet Her" by Doja Cat, "Happier Than Ever" Billie Eilish, "Back in My Mind" by Her, "Montero" by Lil Nas X, "Sour" Olivia Rodrigo, "Evermore" Taylor Swift, and last but not least, "Donda" by Kanye West.
Donda. It's not gonna win.
Our last episode, we were
waiting for Donda.
Because it didn't drop. It didn't drop. It was supposed to drop, and then literally that was end of July. It didn't drop till the end of August. No, August 30th or whatever. It was the end of August.
Yeah. I feel like you're trying to trigger me.
But no, yeah, Donda got nominated for Best Album of the Year.
Fucking right. Where's Drake? Drake didn't get nominated?
Okay.
Drake?
Drake. Can I say the rest of my...
It's not album of the year, Drizzy.
It got nominated for Best Rap Album, though.
No, it ain't album of the year.
It is. It's not. It's not. But...
Drizzy, Drake.
I mean, all those names are big names, like, as expected.
Can I speak on Donda? Can we speak on Donda for a minute?
Okay.
Look, people.
Love him or hate him, Kanye West.
He's a fucking genius. And Dave and my brother can fight about that next cookout.
I'm sick of everyone saying genius.
And honestly, I'm telling you right now, if you listen to Pure Souls and it doesn't have an effect on you emotionally, something's fundamentally wrong with you.
There's a lot of songs like that on the album.
Yeah, he wasn't making like an album. Like you said, he wasn't making an album of bangers. He wasn't trying to like tear the club up. He was trying to like touch you like deeply in your soul. Like for real. Because when I listened to Pure Souls for the first time, I started crying. And that's the truth. That's the truth.
I believe you. I know.
You know? And I had to literally like work myself to the point where I could just listen to it and enjoy it without being like overly emotional. You know? And then he did the unthinkable and got my man Andre, Ice Cold, 3000 to do a cameo. Like,
well, he recorded it.
Yeah.
And
didn't release it.
He didn't release it because he was like, "Oh, it's too bad" or something. And then he just bleeped it out and then released it. and
Andre's verse is so
it's
deep.
Good.
I mean,
probably the best verse on this. It's the best verse
on the whole album.
Easy on the whole album. Yeah.
He's talking about
best verse of the year.
He's talking to Kanye's mother in heaven, and if you see my mom, will you tell her? Like, come on, man, come on.
Yeah.
Like he said,
"Life of the Party." That's the name of the song.
You see a
Stop
baby.
this right now. Go listen to it. Come back.
Right, come back, and then you'll be like, "Oh, they were right."
Yeah.
He said, "You see a woman with a baby stroller." And it reminds me to keep like his metaphors are so banana.
Like a baby laughing.
Yeah, okay.
And you look back at the stroller. And it reminds you to keep rolling or something.
Yeah,
the baby's laughter reminds you of your mother in heaven.
When he was laying in the grass and the grass started making him itchy, made him to get up and keep moving. Like he's just on some. Oh my gosh, man! Like, and you gotta understand something. In Pure Souls, the girl that sings the hook at the end of that, that she just kind of like vamps like the truth's the only thing you get away with, like, and it's beautiful. I looked her up. Her videos are ridiculous. She's like butt ass naked. Like I'm like, and only Kanye would be like, hey, I want to sing a song about Jesus And I think you're the one to sing it. Like, I think you're the one that's gonna close this song out.
Well, yeah, and then you have the other guy. What's his name?
He's like Roddy Ricch.
Roddy Ricch singing the hook. Yeah.
Yeah, like, come on, man. And people are like, Kanye's crazy. Yeah, he is. Okay,
he is. Yeah.
Okay,
but music,
his music, you know,
thumbs up.
So,
but
just saying.
Yeah, and watch. You know, who do I think? I'm just looking. Who's gonna win? Money's on Taylor Swift. Album of the year.
See, that's what's crazy. But since like I don't listen to
no
the
rap
radio,
albums ever won.
Really,
album of the year.
Dre didn't win. No. But he won Producer of the Year or some shit.
I don't.
Yeah, Dre won Producer of the Year or something. I don't think he won a big one.
Maybe Record of the Year, but no album, no rap album. Yeah, so people always because there's been like obvious like that should have won.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. The Grammys want to be relevant though.
They do, but
they're not.
That's why they'll probably actually pick Sour, the Olivia Rodrigo, Driver's License.
How's that go? Give me a little bit. Give me a little bit.
I'm not singing it. It's like I you know, she's like talking about driving past her ex's house.
If you don't give me the music,
I don't. Deja knows it. Deja probably cried too. I don't know.
She probably cried
it's
too.
It's about like the whole album was about like the ex and stuff. I don't know.
Well, you know, I discovered Doja Cat in the last couple months, and I actually fuck with.
Doja Cat. Her album was good.
Yeah, she spits. I wish she would rap more.
Yeah,
like she kills on that "Kiss Me More" song. I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, Doja. But like, and I feel like Billie Eilish. What's her name?
Eilish.
I feel like we talked about her before.
That now you have me.
I have you saying it wrong.
Yeah, Billie Eilish.
Eilish? It's Eilish.
It's Eilish. Yes,
Eilish.
You do that every time.
I'm sorry,
know it until you say it.
Zendaya. I'm sorry.
Billie Eilish.
Well, Billie Eilish. You know, once we got past the fact that she had matured and was realizing she was, you know, attractive, I don't think her songs were that good. Period.
So I don't listen to it at all.
You know who else? I'm gonna go ahead out on the limb and say I'm not impressed with their new album. Miss Adele. I tried to listen to Adele's album, and I was like, "Ooh."
I only listened to the first
I was
songs.
like, I'm not done.
Yeah,
but I'm not really like.
Okay.
Like I'm telling you, when I heard when we were young, I said, "Oh yeah, I need to repeat that."
Yeah.
You know, but this song I haven't had one yet that made me want to go back. Like, and I'm talking like driving to work, in the shower. Yeah. Like I'm like, come on, Adele. Like, I need something. You know, like I need that hello.
Check it out.
So, but you know, it's also the third. Like, it's like the highest selling album this year. It took 3 days.
Wow.
But that's just based on
Adele.
Her name.
I mean, yeah.
But I don't think it's her best work.
She has one bad album.
I don't say it's, no, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not
her best.
No, I don't think it's her best. I think it's probably transition.
Maybe. I think it took her 5
she went
years to make this one.
It's very personal, but I think it might be, I don't want to say too personal, but I don't know. Like, I feel like sometimes somebody needs to be like, nah, that's not a good song. Nah. Like, how about you give me 10 songs that are just like tight? You know,
that's what
like
Silk Sonic did.
Right. Like your
9 songs.
Your sister said to me yesterday that Taylor Swift needs to go on tour again. And I said, you know what? I fuck with Tay Tay. If she came, I'd go again. And it got me thinking, if Adele came and Taylor Swift came, I would go see Taylor Swift. Because if I went to see Adele, I'd fall asleep. I'd be in there like, because she has a bunch of fast songs that no one knows. So I wouldn't be able to listen to 3 hours of ballads. I'd fall asleep. Whereas if I went to see
like, you go to Adele, like, you treat it like the opera.
Yeah. Like, and I'm not trying to do that, though. You know, I need to go, like, see Taylor and keep my energy up.
I'm going to say Adele's obviously the better artist.
Oh, yeah, she's the better artist.
I just
honestly wouldn't be interested in seeing her live.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it was fair. Like your mother and it was like, we're going to wear our nice clothes. Like if Adele came to like Heinz Field, I wouldn't go. But if she came to Heinz Hall, I would go.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a different type of night.
Yeah.
Whereas Taylor Swift, she came to Heinz Field. She was up there wiggling. She probably weighed 110 pounds. I was cracking up. I was like, this little skinny thing needs to stop wiggling so much, but it worked.
Yeah. But Rolling Stones came to Pittsburgh.
Those guys are 725 years old.
Well, my roommate has an internship with Heinz Field, so he had to be there.
Yeah.
And he said like Mick Jagger just looked so old, and he was like, dancing on stage. They were crazy, and he kept saying he was saying, I forget what he said, but obviously he forgot where he was. He's like, "Hey, Pittsburgh,
Shut up.
how about Cleveland?" And he's like yelling all the nearby cities.
Yeah.
Let's hear it up. Yeah, Pittsburgh. It was like that. Like just like 5 minutes of that, like him calling out the nearby cities for them to cheer.
Yeah.
Like,
wow. And that's funny because the first time the Stones came in my memory was when I was like a freshman.
mm-hmm.
And then they came again like 6-7 years later. They've come a few times, but I feel like this most recent time was like the least amount of fanfare. Like
it looked like there's a lot of people.
I'm sure it was sold out, but I don't remember. I mean, I remember it being like the Stones were coming.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they were coming until I was like working over there, and I was like, oh, the Stones are coming. Like they're old.
They're old.
Like,
and old people.
Like
are the only ones that
like it was like my school teachers going to see the Stones. Like when I was in 9th grade, my teachers were going to see them.
Mm-hmm.
So those are like they're retired now.
They're retired,
and they're going to see the Stones.
And like there's people my age that went, but
really?
like I feel like we listen to the Rolling Stones and be like, oh yeah, this is a classic.
Yeah, like,
but we're not like, you know what? Oh god, to see them live right now, I would be like. To see them live in 1972. Yeah. I wouldn't care to see him live now.
Yeah, it'd be like
what?
Is he dancing or do we need to call it off?
Yeah.
What's wrong with him right now?
Yeah.
Well, that's like Sandy. Shout out, kiddo. She loves Kid Rock. And she like goes to see Kid Rock, and I always mess with her. I'm like, you go to see Kid Rock?
Kid Rock.
And she's like, I love Kid Rock, and I'm just like, ball with the ball, like I'm like, and that's what's crazy because I'm like, well, I guess like he has his fan base, and they will pay. And 10 years ago it was 30-year-old white women, now it's 40-year-old white women, and in 10 years it'll be 50-year-old white. It'll be the same group of people. And they will go and they will scream when he goes, my name is Kid. And they'll be like, ah. And it's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, really? But that's their thing. That's their thing. Whereas, like, I'm one of them fans where I'm like, nah, I'm good on that now. Like, like if Janet Jackson came out, I'd be like, nah, I'm cool. I loved her in 89, but I'm cool now.
Yeah. I'm past that.
Yeah. Like I said, if Michelle Pfeiffer came at me, I'd take her out for coffee. I just want to, talk to her a little bit.
I hope.
Buddy.
She's old.
She's old, yeah. I mean, I still spit some ridiculous game just to see. Just to see.
To see if I still got
if she responds to it. I promised my son that I'd only take you out for coffee because I didn't want to do any permanent damage. And she'd be like, what? And I'd be like, you heard me, girl.
Sip your coffee.
Yeah, sip my coffee. Pick you up. Oh, jeez.
Want to hear other nominations for the Grammys?
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. So Baby Keem got some love.
Did he?
Oh yeah. If you don't know Baby Keem, he's a rapper. He's Kendrick Lamar's little cousin.
Mm-hmm.
But he's pretty good. He's different.
Mm-hmm.
He's good though.
He has a track that I love, as you know.
Yes.
16. I love that song.
16. But he didn't get nominated for Best Rap Album.
What?
He didn't, which it should have gotten. But he got nominated, which is crazy. After I'm gonna say this, he got nominated for Best New Artist, along with Saweetie and Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay.
And then he also got nominated for like Best Rap Song and Best Best Rap Performance or something. So he got other nominations in the rap group, but they didn't nominate him for Best Rap Album.
Grammys, dude.
I'm like, how are you gonna nominate for Best New Art? Anyway. That was my vent. And then Best Rap Album. I want to say if you're a hip hop fan, I think 2021 was a really good year. Probably the best we'll get in a long time, because we have The Off Season by J. Cole nominated.
True.
It's nominated.
True.
Which is a great album.
It is.
You're not gonna like this one.
Jermaine.
But
Cole.
He's popular. Certified Lover Boy, Drake.
Jersey Drake.
The bangers.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he does.
Yeah. King's Disease 2, or the second, whatever, however you say it, by Nas. No, I didn't listen to it at all.
You listened to EPMD too. That was on that album.
Oh
with
yeah,
him and
yeah.
EPMD and Eminem, and it's
Oh, yeah.
just slaughter. It's so crazy. Yeah.
Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler, the Creator.
This was a good year for hip hop.
Yes.
Holy shit.
And then Donda by Kanye West.
Yeah. Oh, Donda got nominated for
Best
good.
rap album.
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, this was a great year in hip hop. We won't have this for a while because like the best, rappers came out with albums like on
Except for Kendrick.
But we've from some of the greatest in the game right now. We got albums.
Man.
So
Life changed when you famous.
Donda's gonna win. Like
I bet
it is. I mean, like if it's not right for album of the year, so it's gonna win.
Yeah, right.
That's
right.
how. Like I hate when they do that because you can.
Like,
obviously.
Yeah. And Drake will be pouting. Drake's whole album is about like being famous and like girls only wanting him for his money.
Yeah.
Like it's just like Drake.
I like Drake.
I do too.
He makes catchy songs, but we haven't had a good Drake in probably 5 years because he's just sticking to his formula.
Yeah, it's just
because it makes him money, and you guys are playing it.
Yeah, it's just I don't even know how to describe it.
But it's catchy, and I play it too, so I can't even say anything.
No, that Too Sexy song's terrible, but I'm sorry.
That got nominated for best rap performance.
That song's terrible. I tried to like it. It's terrible.
It's not good.
I'm like,
but it gets you moving when you're.
Well, it gets you moving at a party. I don't F with you. Yeah. That gets you going too.
We're not gonna talk about this on there.
I was singing at work today. I don't even know the words. I'm like, you little stupid little bitch. I ain't fucking with you. I don't even know if that's the word.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes?
All right. You just got the rhythm a little.
I'll just be like singing it.
Yeah. That's a good song.
But yeah. Can we talk about Eternals for a second? Just for a second.
We already talked about it. Yeah. Yeah, we already.
Did you talk about it or did I talk about it?
Briefly,
we just ranked it.
And then we tried to rank the Marvel movies.
Oh,
we were
all over the place.
It was taking way too long.
Well, just so you people know, I love Eternals, and I'd pay money to see it again. And I commend Marvel for trying something different.
Props to them.
And Icarus flew too close to the sun. That's all I'm saying. But saying it's better than Shang-Chi.
No, it's not. But okay.
Julius,
it's okay.
Just so you guys know, when you're at the movies and he says his name is Shang-Chi, his name is fucking Shang-Chi.
Dad, you're not Asian, so you can't say that.
When they made the character in 1970,
the racist white people of corporate made the character.
Yeah, his name was Shang-Chi.
Yes.
So Disney, because Disney wants the money in the Chinese market, which they were like, we better pronounce his name properly.
It didn't get released in China.
They didn't release it in China. Ooh.
I'm pretty sure.
They didn't release Eternals in the Middle East. It got banned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because of the whole, like,
history
Babylon stuff.
Yeah. Middle East is crazy. Wait, they're probably going to ban us from pop culture. Like, I'm sorry. I'll bleep it out. Yeah.
Ban me.
But,
make me famous.
Yeah, it's Shang-Chi. Like, don't listen to it. It's Shang-Chi because you're
going to give
it to white corporate.
His name is Shang-Chi.
No, it's Shang. How are you going to argue with...
Okay, we're going to do this real quick, and it's going to be forever and consistently broken. What does R-A-N-G spell?
What?
R-A-N-G.
Rang.
Okay, B-A-N-G.
Bang.
S-A-N-G.
Dad.
Sang.
Chinese pronunciation is different than English.
Is Shang
Mandarin is different.
How are you gonna argue? Is Shang or Shang even a real Asian name?
Like a boomer.
Is Shang or Shang even an Asian name?
I'm sure it is.
Or you think they just made it up for comic books? If it's literally made up for comics, it's whatever you want to call it.
I'm
is Shang or Shang an actual real Asian name?
The meaning behind the name.
It's gonna be like it's not real. It's gonna be like it's not even real. So they could say Shang. So Ong. So you're okay with Aang's name being Ong on Avatar?
That's a real name.
So Aang being turned to Ong is okay?
No.
Why not?
I'm pretty sure the guys of Nickelodeon, based on the research they've done.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna put money on it.
How much money? $2.
I'll put $100 on it.
$100 that it's Ong. That's not Ong.
Dad, you're telling me the creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender that based how they fight on different martial arts and based the nations on different ethnicities did not do their background on how to pronounce a name.
So then why was M. Night Shyamalan able to change it to Ong?
because he was the director.
I'm pretty sure he thought that was culturally appropriate.
No.
He
also
look it up. Why did M. Night change it then? And I bet
M.
you
Night
he
has
says
no say.
it was
'cause
culturally appropriate.
He made the Fire Nation Indian because they were cool.
Yeah, he
and
did.
He's Indian.
He really did.
He has no say.
He really did. Hey,
I'm
just saying his name's Shang-Chi. So
that's not.
look,
There goes our market in China. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn it. Look.
He just lost us 100K
I know.
listeners.
Man, I was going to buy a Tesla tomorrow, too. I'm just
Oh, yeah.
saying.
Speaking of that, this week's sponsor.
This week's sponsor. You think we could like make up sponsors, or what would happen if we were like,
Yeah,
we just did fake ads like today's
of like
episode is
actual
brought,
companies? Yeah, what would
brought
they
to
do?
you by Manscaped. Manscaped. Oh,
That'd be nice to be sponsored.
they hit us up, be like, so you've been advertising for us for free? Be like, I mean, we figure let's get a jump on it.
Yeah.
Like, I use your products. I'm a fan. I can't even tell that story because you'll get mad.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
Well,
But you know the story about your mom in the never mind, I can't tell that story either. Man, this is weird. Now that we're moderately famous, I feel like I gotta watch what I say.
All right.
Because funny stuff does happen, but now I'm like, damn.
One last news thing. This is my
Okay.
last news thing.
Okay. I'll try to stay focused.
You know,
I
we're
finished this
winding
whole
down the
Mason Jar
episode.
moonshine.
I wanted to end it off on a high note. So,
Okay.
you know, we're big fans of Fast and the Furious.
Fuck! I knew it! Oh! Oh my god!
And Vin Diesel
Uh-huh.
said he's getting ready. You know, he's getting back in shape for the last two Fast and the Furious.
The last
movies.
two.
Last two. They're ending on 10.
Will this literally make it like the longest franchise ever? Is that why he's doing this?
I don't know. Since
no,
they're
I
saying
feel like
last two, I think they're gonna do a 2-parter.
I was gonna say he's so fucking
Yeah.
dumb.
They're gonna do
he'll
a
make two
two-parter.
movies and call them both Fast. 10.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Fast 10, part 1.
Fast
10, part 2, 10 and a half.
And we could get 10 and a half. And we could make a whole episode just talking about that.
Yeah.
It's
But yeah,
so funny
he's
you
getting in
brought them
shape.
up. Oh.
But that's not it.
Oh.
He's not only is he getting in shape at like 50 whatever years old, but he made a public plea on Instagram asking
What?
The Rock to consider returning for
What?
the last two movies
Look,
to set aside their beef. He posted it on Instagram.
you think that
He wants
beef's
The
real?
Rock back.
You think that beef's real?
I think
Rock will do anything for a paycheck.
he
Anything.
will, but like I heard it was bad. Like they couldn't even be in like the same room.
Hey,
Two egos, man.
I'm here. Oh,
And The Rock took over.
He did. But he got that busted ass spinoff that nobody wanted to watch. I am here to tell everybody that per the last episode, when I was talking about getting back in shape, a week later,
Oh yeah.
I went to the store to get some cross trainers so I could work out. And there were a nice pair of cross trainers on sale. And they were Under Armour.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they had a Brahma Bull on them. And I was just like, oh, these are the Rock shoes.
He got you.
And I sucked it up and I bought the shoes because I needed the shoes. And then I didn't work out for 3 fucking weeks. So I really feel like the Rock shoes destroyed my mojo. It like took me 3 weeks to get my mojo back. Like I didn't do anything.
He gained your energy.
Like yeah, I put those shoes on and I had no
He sucks your
motivation. I was like,
energy.
he knows I'm talking
he
smack
sucks
on
your
him.
energy.
And yeah,
that's what like strengthens him.
and there's 2 types of people. I used to say there were 2 types of people in the world. You know, Batman people and there's Superman people. But I've realized that there are people who think I can beat The Rock and people who think I can't. So that's all I'm gonna say.
God.
What? Just saying.
Nothing.
Bro. Just saying.
Nothing.
I can't believe that dude. But
You think you'll be back?
he'll be. But he
For Fast and
doesn't say.
Furious?
I want you to think about this. All the bad movies The Rock has done. Like, what movies does he say no to?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like,
that have been.
he's done earthquake movies. He's
Mhm.
done monkey movies. He's done like terrible movies. So what would he? Why would he
He's
say
done a
no
movie
to?
in every biome.
Yeah, why would he say? Why would he say no to a guaranteed hit?
Yeah.
So he's currently the voice of crypto on
Oh,
Cartoon
yeah.
Network.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, like
Say
you
no.
just say yes. Like, yeah, okay.
Just say no. Just
I'm
say
like,
no.
come on. Between him and Idris Elba, I'm like, dude.
At least Rock's making money off his movies.
True. Idris Elba cannot, like, seriously, when people start talking about Idris Elba and like how he's this great actor and I'm like,
since when?
I'm like, that dude.
When was his last like? Well,
yeah, like he hasn't picked.
movie.
Yeah, like he hasn't had a good movie in a decade. He hasn't done anything good since he was Stringer Bell on The Wire. Like literally.
Was
like,
he an American Gangster?
Yeah, for like 10 minutes he got shot in the head.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Like that's the thing. He shows up and he's cool, and then something. Like, Luther. Yeah, that's what did it because he won a Golden Globe for Luther. Oh,
that was probably like 2013,
he's the greatest.
though.
The greatest. He was dope in Luther though. He was, but this is my whole thing. Like his shot selection is terrible. Yeah. Like think about this, bud. They made a Dark Towers movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I read half the first book. It was pretty good.
Well, no, Dark Towers is good.
Yeah.
But
I know what you're gonna say.
They cast
the terrible movie.
They cast Idris Elba, the black guy, as the white cowboy, and they cast Matthew McConaughey, the white cowboy, the white guy from Texas, as like the man in black. Yeah. Like, I mean, I honestly feel like they sent him the wrong contracts, and they signed it, and they were like, oh, okay, or no, they sent him.
Now maybe he has a thing for cowboys. Oh my, because he was the cowboy in Dark Towers.
He's a cowboy in a cowboy movie,
and the newest Netflix movie,
The Harder They Fall.
Yeah, and then we watched Concrete Cowboy.
Yeah, Concrete Cowboy. Yeah, he was a cowboy. Yeah,
that was based off a true story.
Yeah,
he likes horses.
You know, most of the people in that movie were actual concrete cowboys.
Yeah, I
like most of the riders.
Yeah. That was interesting.
I liked it.
It was solid.
Your mom picked that. She picked Harder They Fall. It was
she likes Idris Elba.
She loves him. That's a celebrity pass.
Yeah.
It was so bad until it actually got good. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was watching it, like why are you watching this, babe? Like this movie's trash.
Mm-hmm.
And then something happened, and I just was like, this ain't bad. And then I was like, oh, a little twist. This ain't bad. I enjoyed it. Like like we watched this movie the other night called Love Hard. Sounds like a porno, and it's a Christmas movie. And
I've seen.
You probably saw on Netflix.
Watched that right with what's her face?
Yeah, who looks like Victoria Justice but isn't Victoria Justice? She was on the originals. I forget the girl's name.
Okay,
they just said it.
Yeah,
because I thought she looked like Sloane, and Deja was like, no, she looks like Victoria Justice, and I was like, you're right. But I saw the trailer for it on Netflix and was like, fuck it, I'm watching. It's 7:00 on like a Tuesday. I'm watching this movie because it'll be over by 8:30.
Yeah,
and it's light, and it's Christmas. So we watched it.
That's the Christmas movie you talked about in the beginning of this episode.
That I wanted to talk about? Yeah. I really liked it.
Okay.
Because, and the reason the title is called Love Hard is because of Love Actually and Die Hard. They both come into play in that movie. Mm. Because people who argue that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And Love Actually is probably it's in the top 5 best Christmas movies ever made.
Oh.
What?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What?
I feel like we should wait.
You want to wait for your Christmas break?
Special to talk about.
All right, we can. 5. I will say that.
I want to hear that.
I mean, I feel like list. I told your mom that this year we need to watch A Wonderful Life.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's probably the best.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably is, and I haven't watched it in years, and I'm still like it's probably the best, just because like
makes you feel good.
It does. It does. But Love Actually, come on, man. Love Actually is all around us. I love that movie, and I make myself not watch it until Christmas because I could watch that movie like once a week. I love that movie, I do. But but your mom's been doing all right with her picks lately. She's been keeping it light when I'm home. When she's working,
Yeah,
your mom will binge watch a whole series while she's working. I'm like, I don't know how you do that, but good for her.
She does do that a lot.
Yeah, but she's a special case, your mom. Love her to death. But all right, I think we're almost done.
I have nothing else to say.
I guess this was the Thanksgiving special.
Yeah.
Felt like old times.
It did. No time. It didn't take too long to get back in the saddle.
Yeah. Buddy, I will tell you, no lie. Everybody that asked me, I go, honestly, doing the podcast with you in the summer was one of my favorite things I've ever done with you ever. I truly enjoy chopping it up with you and hearing where your mind's at. I just do. I just truly do. It's just, and I listen, because I actually listen to it. Like, it's like weird. Like, I'm like, am I a narcissist because I listen to me and my son's podcast after
Mm-hmm.
we do it. But it makes me laugh. You know, it makes me realize that I'm definitely immature and you're way more mature than me. It's just I've just had to pay bills for the last 22 years. But I don't know. So hopefully we can do this again around Christmas. We might be able to bang on a couple for Christmas.
We'll see.
Maybe
We'll
one.
see.
I mean, you have a long break.
I do.
So maybe one, at least one.
Yeah, we're going to do
You
a
know.
Christmas special.
We'll do a Christmas special and I'll make eggnog. I'll make my famous eggnog.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. And you know, hopefully, you know, things will be eventful but uneventful. You know, like no drama, but we'll have some things to talk about. Some stuff. Oh,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, we'll talk
Poor
about
Dune. How about Dune? We forgot all about Dune.
Well, we didn't see it, so we
neither
can't
one of us.
talk.
That's what I mean. Neither one of us even made it a priority.
Well, I was super busy.
Yeah, we don't have 3 hours.
Yeah.
Who has 3 hours? I watched He-Man tonight, though, for people who are worried about Masters of the Universe. I know we're wrapping up, but watch He-Man, watch Masters of the Universe Revelation Part 2. It's really good.
Did seem good from what I saw.
Hey, no. Because people were hating on the first part, and I was like, no, the first part was good. People were just bitches. Like, how do you hate about, like, if someone read you a Mother Goose story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, straight up Mother Goose.
Mm-hmm.
No, fuck it. Dr. Seuss. Simple as hell. And then, you know, they decided, hey, we're going to make this into like a series and expand on it. How are you going to be like complaining? I'm like, you're taking like the most simple thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what they did. Like, Superman was like He-Man was like the most basic cartoon ever. So then Kevin Smith made it into a series and people were like mad about the choices. Man, I'm like, compared to what? Like,
Yeah.
Every episode he punched something.
The bar
like,
was real low.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, and you're mad because he developed the characters.
Blinded by nostalgia.
It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, part 2 has been, I've watched 3 episodes back to back, and they were really good. So choked up a little bit. I did.
All right.
But all right.
Well, that's all we have.
That's all we have.
Yeah. So, you know, whenever you're listening to this, hope the holidays are treating you well.
Yeah. And no matter how fucked up it seems at times and how crazy they make you, just remember, people, family over everything. Family over everything. So,
all right.
I'm just
So,
saying.
you know, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You know, until you hear back from us, I know you guys will have the last episodes on repeat. Just wait one more month, and you know you get that episode 12.
Episode 12.
That Christmas special.
Whew.
All right.
Yeah.
Until then, you know, take it easy. You know, see ya. This is Son and Pop's Culture.
Peace.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to say peace.
In the Middle East.
There you go. All right, take it easy.
All right, people. Happy Thanksgiving.